Hi friends, it's Deanna here today, and today we're going to be working on one of my favorite patterns, the Autumn Spice. I love all things color block, so this is perfect. I love this pattern and it's super simple and super cute. But I wanted to change the hem. The Autumn Spice has a curved hem, which is lovely, I love. But sometimes I like to just have a straight hem. I'm gonna show you just how easy it is to turn that curved hem into a straight hem. And we're just gonna go ahead and leave some splits on the sides as well because we love splits on the sides of hems. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. It's gonna be super easy, super quick. So let's get to it. The first thing we need to figure out is what fabric we want to color block. You want to make sure that the fabrics are usually very close to each other weight. This is a cable knit, this is a cable knit, this is a waffle, and they're all three basically considered sweater knits. They are like medium weight, so they're really great to go with along with each other. I'm probably going to do in this order, blink, 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 and I might keep the darker at my face and go down as I go. I grabbed all these fabrics from Olga's Closet, so if you want to check them out, Nai actually has a video where she went and visited the warehouse. It's amazing, so you might want to check that out. I think there's a discount on there too. So I'm going to go ahead and prep and cut the top and the middle sections and my sleeves because those are going to stay the same. It's the bottom section is what we're going to change. So we'll work on the top and middle section. I'm going to cut them all out and then I'll come back and show you how I'm going to cut out the bottom section and then we'll sew it up. The really cool thing about this pattern is that it comes with two options. You could do the above the bust or below the bust. What I want to do today is above the bust, so I grabbed all my pattern pieces for above the bust and I put them aside. Now I want to figure out which ones I want to use, what colors I want to use for each. So my top section is gonna go right here, and that's going to include my neckband. And I am putting them in top of my fabrics because, as you all know, I am not very good at remembering which one is what to include my cup. All right, so we're gonna leave this bottom cutting at the end and we'll start cutting the first parts. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lay out my fabric like usual. My sleeve will be cut out just like usual because I'm not doing anything different to my sleeve. All I'm doing is my hem is what I want to change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my bottom piece and I'm going to place it on my fabric. Now you can go ahead and make yourself a different pattern piece if you feel more comfortable doing that and then cutting it out. I like to just do it right on the pattern, right on the fabric. So that's why I'm doing it this way, but you can cut another pattern piece. Okay, so here, this little corner piece right here, this is to help us hem. If you see this little corner here, when you fold this hem up, that curved hem, it flushes itself out with the side. So this is what we have, this little notch that hangs out right here with our pattern piece. So what we're going to do is we're not really gonna worry about that little notch very much. That's just going to be, that's just something that helps us to hem later. So I'm going to go from this top and it kind of flares out just a little bit. So I'm kind of following this little angle that it gives me on my pattern right here. Kind of goes this way, so I'm just matching my ruler right to that angle. So it flares out just a little bit. You don't want it to stay tight at the bottom, so it flares out just a little bit. And like I said, you could use, if you wanted to use another paper and trace out this pattern, but we're gonna go out a little bit. Look at me, this is what I like to do. I just kind of go I'm gonna come out right here. So I'm just gonna go straight down. I'm not gonna cut that notch off because I wanna keep that notch for later, okay? So here we are, straight down, pull that notch in. See that? And then from this angle, we're gonna go down from where my pattern ended, and we're just gonna go straight out to where that first one was, where I went down. You see that? So we're gonna go straight, whoop. Keep it straight. There we go. I kind of turned. So this is my bottom piece, and I'm gonna cut straight right here at the top. We don't need to change anything to the top. We're just changing this bottom angle. That's all we're doing. So now from here, if you wanted to do that split hem, I'll do it really quickly, but we do have a video tutorial on how to do that. If it's not on our channel yet, it is coming. It's something that I did do a video on. I love split hem, so that was a great one. Now you can use certain pattern piece and do the same thing, or you can use this piece of fabric, which is what I usually do, and then just lay it on top and cut the same. You need to be careful though that your fabric is not, if you have like a fabric that's not sturdy, a fabric that's gonna move around, you don't want it to move around on you as you're cutting it. So, you know, if it's a fabric, like this one stays really stable, so I can use that. But the other fabrics, if they're slippery and like they move around and they're uneven, you don't wanna do that. You want it to be even. You're probably gonna ask why I went upside down on this one. This is a non-directional fabric, so I just turned my piece around because it just fit better in there, so I use less fabric, but it has nothing to do with having to do it right side or wrong side. That's just how it worked, that it would fit. So now that we have all our pieces cut out, we're basically going to put our puzzle together. Oh wait, did I cut my sleeve part? No, I didn't cut my sleeve part. I gotta cut my sleeve. All right, first thing we're gonna do is put our sleeve together. So here's my top. Then I'm gonna grab my middle section and place it right sides together. Now you can go ahead and go sew that, or you can pull it down if you have clips and you think you can do it, and add that bottom section. And then you can sew it all at the same time, which is what I like to do. Then we can put our tops sections together. And here is my back section, middle. Do the same for the front and the back. Then add my bottom section. If you want a more detailed version of how to sew this pattern up, please check out the Autumn Spice sewing tutorial that's on our channel, where I go into more detail on how I sew this top up. All right, let's go sew all those things together. All right, my friends, a very important part of color blocking that we sometimes tend to omit, and we shouldn't, is the steaming process. You always want to make sure that you steam those seams because it will help your garment have a better look to it. It will take all the waviness away and anything that you may have when you constructed that garment. So always, always steam your seams. And at this point, if you want to top stitch, you can go on and top stitch. I am not top stitching this time, but I do love top stitching, and I especially like it when I'm making a hoodie or a color blocked hoodie or something like that. But on tops that are more dressy like this one, I don't always top stitch. Now we're done color blocking. We just put our top together. We're just assembling our top, starting by sewing those shoulder seams together, right sides together. Now we'll attach those sleeves, right sides together, marking the top point of our sleeves, and then matching that right side to our shoulder seam. Now I'm going to grab my sides and sew them right sides together. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss out any of our videos. We have videos coming out most days of the week. We have new sewing tutorials on Mondays. Tuesdays we have fun sewing with Nye. On Thursdays and Saturdays we also have videos releasing. So if you subscribe to our channel, you can see and find all our videos, and you'll be notified when a new video comes up. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. When I sew the side seams, I'm gonna stop a little bit ahead because then I want to go ahead and leave that split open. Check out our video on how to do that split hem on our Ellie and Mac channel. I'm also going to prep my cuffs by folding them right sides together and sewing those raw edges. And I'm gonna prep that neckband by folding it wrong sides together and giving it a memory crease first. And then folding it right sides together and sewing that raw edge. I'm gonna prep our neckband by quartering. If you have questions about how to sew your neckband, we do have some great video tutorials on neckband sewing. So go check those tutorials out to give you a more detailed explanation on how I get my neckbands on. I'm also going to attach my armbands. Last but not least, we steam and hem. All right, friends, we are done with this beautiful autumn spice. What do you think about the straight hem? Do you like it? I love it. I am not so sure about the leopard cuffs. Let me know below what you think. Should I keep the leopard cuffs or should I make them the same color as the oatmeal color of the bottom? I think this is super cute. I love the way that it goes straight and it's longer, so you can wear them with jeans or leggings or whatnot. This is a perfect outfit for fall and I am super excited to wear it out. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please comment, like, share, subscribe if you haven't so you never miss out any of our tutorials. I hope you have a great rest of your day and I'll see you all next time. Bye!